Good evening, people. We are back for our second Pokemon tutorial video, and as you will have noticed from the thumbnail and the title of the video, it is one of many people's least liked Pokemon. It is Mandibuzz. And Mandibuzz is a great Pokemon because he can be trained in a few different ways and has the ability to tank very, very well. So, my first Mandibuzz, this is the standard Mandibuzz, as I would call it, is an impish nature one, which is increased defense, lowered special attack, and he is trained in his two best statistics, which is HP, which has a base of 110, and defense, which has a base of 105. Max trained in those with 6 on the speed. This kind of Mandibuzz, when he's trained like this, is able to take super effective physical attacks off Pokemon with stab bonus and still survive. So if he's hit by a Stone Edge from a Tyranitar, he will live, which is fantastic. Obviously, standard moveset for this: Foul Play, Toxic, Knock Off, and Roost. Now, some people do not run Knock Off, and they have Defog instead, which is okay, but the downside of having Defog is if you use Stealth Rocks or Sticky Web or Spikes, anything like that, you do Defog and it removes them from your team as well as the opposition, so it's not ideal. So I will always stick with Knock Off, Foul Play, Toxic, and Roost, and this kind of Mandibuzz is able to really take down the people that use Sword Dance and Dragon Dance, usually in one hit with a Foul Play. As soon as you see an Aegislash do Sword Dance, if they stay out, Foul Play will one-shot them. Same as if you're out against a Garchomp and it does Foul Play. If it does Sword Dance, Foul Play will one-shot him. Same with loads of other Pokemon that have that tactic. Foul Play will usually bang, take them out in one shot. Usual item, leftovers, to give them a bit of HP back every turn. Mandibuzz number 2, the alternative way of training Mandibuzz is to give him the careful nature and give him increased special defense and lowered special attack. So this kind of Mandibuzz works the same way. He's not quite perfectly trained, but maximum training in special defense, maximum training in HP, and probably the 6 in speed or the 6 in defense, maybe whatever you want. And this kind of Mandibuzz then is able to tank Pokemon like Jolteon, Glaceon, those Pokemon that have got special attacks, slightly better. The downside of this is, if he's got the same moveset like mine does have, Foul Play, Knock Off, Roost, and Toxic, Foul Play is not as good, because if he's up against special attackers, then Foul Play is going to do less damage. So this kind of Mandibuzz for me isn't quite as good. Now, you can change Foul Play for another move, but when we're thinking of Mandibuzz's other moves that he can use, they're not really that good. He gets access to Air/Dark Pulse, but he's got low physical attack and low special attack. You could have something like Fly, or perhaps Brave Bird's probably his best one, but again, I wouldn't personally choose this kind of Mandibuzz. And Mandibuzz number 3, or before I go on to Mandibuzz number 3, you can mix and match these kind of Mandibuzz together and have one that's equally trained in defense and special defense, and he sort of works as a medium or middle kind of Pokemon, so he can tank fairly well against both. The downside is if he's hit with a fully a super effective move with stab bonus, the chances are he's probably going to go down in one hit and won't live. So I would usually go for one or the other. Now, my third Mandibuzz is a completely different moveset. So you'll see he's got boosted special defense. This is one I caught. It's a shiny one that I caught. So usually I would have the same the same thing's trained, either special defense or defense. But for this one I would have lowered attack. So I would go for boosted defense, lowered attack, or boosted special defense and lowered attack for this style of Mandibuzz to work better. So this one, yeah, he's trained in special defense and HP, and he's got 6 on defense. Now the moveset for this Mandibuzz is completely different. It's Air Slash, Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, and Roost. And obviously the idea is, because he's tough, to try and get some nasty plots off, and then use Dark Pulse and Air Slash with stab bonus to take down his Pokemon. Now this Mandibuzz is difficult to use, obviously. The other way that you can use this one is if you give him, instead of leftovers, if you give him weakness policy. So you bring him out, so this one's special defense trained, you bring him out to tank a super effective special attack, you get the massive boost to your attack and special attack, use Roost so you're fully HP again, and then try and take people down. Now it's difficult to use that Mandibuzz, but he is an alternative way to train and use Mandibuzz if you want to be a bit different and try and do something that's not the same as what other people do. Anyway, that's been the second tutorial video. Hopefully it was useful. If you haven't, like and subscribe to the video. I would much appreciate that. And I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching.